Hi everyone, welcome back to Jackmocs and welcome to week one of building the Battle for Manhattan. So basically, this isn't technically week one because I started this series 2 weeks too late, but we're going to call it week one anyway, just for the sake of, everyone's, keeping on track with where we're at. So this video primarily is going to focus on what I built so far. We're going to look at blueprints. And we're going to kind of look at what the model is going to be. This is more of a think ahead video, so to speak, in which we're going to be mainly examining the future aspects of this model, as well as some ideas. I did release my video earlier this week, basically stating why I chose this model, so please check it out. And so basically in that video, I got a bunch of suggestions about what to do for this model. So I took a couple of those suggestions and I kind of put them into my original blueprint and kind of redid everything. So without ado, let's go look at that blueprint. All right, everyone, before I show you the mock itself, I kind of want to go over the blueprint. So this is actually like blueprint number 4 or 5. I've changed it multiple times, just mainly because brainstorming is how I work. So basically, this is the model itself right here. So as you can see, each corner, essentially, right here. So basically, this is kind of flipped over. So this side over here, the farther side, is actually to right here. It's this side. So I would flip it over. It's just I wanted to kind of show you all the words, such right and, left side, so like it should be flipped over, but it was more of an error on my part. I'm sorry about that. But basically, like I've stated in another video, 5.5 by 3. I'm estimating 3.25, just because I have this little extension, which is going to be a bridge. Okay, so basically this is the top layer. So there are 2 layers. What you're seeing right now with this model is the bottom layer, which is the second. So let's look at that right now. So parking lot, which is right here, then there's going to be a road or intersection right here. Then it's going to lead to a ramp, which is going to be about where the blueprints are. That's going to go up like this, okay? And that's going to lead to the second level. Then in this area right here is the subway system with the evil villain layer, okay? And then I haven't really figured out what I'm going to put on the sides right here, so please leave any suggestions. I'm thinking about making like basements to the skyscrapers that go down. That's what I'm kind of thinking, or maybe another parking garage. I don't really know, so you guys leave your suggestions. Okay, so let's go into the second story. So this little spot right here is right where the road that from the first level goes up to the second level right here. That's the entrance. So there's going to be a big road that goes down like this and then across. These right here are like highway systems, so they're going to be like elevated, highways on, the corner of the model right here. Okay, these boxes right here are skyscrapers that I'm going to put, such as this corner right here is going to be for the Daily Bugle mock. Well, set, but I'm going to improvise it and make it more of a mock, so to speak. And then basically there's going to be a little pier right here, which is going to be towards this corner right here. And then a couple like minor smaller buildings, maybe a factory or maybe some, abandoned sheds or something. The top level I'm leaving up for more debate later on, because honestly, it's New York City. Like, as long as there's some big buildings there, that's all that matters, right? So basically, to get a better view, here's the side view. So basically, first layer, and then the second layer, the highway system and the skyscrapers, along with, the little dock right there. So let me know what you all think about this, because, like I said, I've revised it multiple times. Some things I am going to include from the suggestions is this corner right here is going to be a prison. So it's going to be this corner right here is where a prison's going to be. That was suggested from one of my subscribers and viewers, that this should be, at least a prison should be in there right here. And then I'm thinking about incorporating Oscorp right here, and then Peters High School maybe this building right here. That's where I'm just kind of thinking about. Let me know what you all think and where I should essentially switch them around. So let's move on to the model itself. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with one side of the model, and then the next portion of this video I'm going to start on the other side, because the best way to kind of gauge this model right now is to basically look at it from a side-by-side perspective. So let's start with this side since there's the least amount of things over here. So obviously I kind of built a road. I kind of built it to be a little bit more, broken up, obviously with the studs popping up and, the bricks, the Lego bricks with brick printing, obviously. The sidewalks on the side, and then this is going to be one of the parking garages. And there are going to be big pillars that basically hold up the second level right here. So as you can probably tell, it's kind of just, it's kind of looping down, obviously, as you can see right there. And you can kind of see it right there, right? How it kind of loops down. I'm not a fan of that. I'm going to fix that for next week's video. This is why I'm going to focus on primarily this portion right here. So moving on over here, this connection right here is going to be for the bridge. So this is where the bridge of this model is going to connect. It's going to connect with some Technic pins in each one right here, right? And so it's going to be essentially clip onto the side of this model. It's big and sturdy. I used a lot of filter bricks to kind of support it in that regard. So, and I'm going to continue to, as you can see right here, I have all this space to kind of reinforce it. That's what I'm going to kind of do. This was a first attempt. I was going to make a sidewalk that went from here to the subway over here. But so this is, I'm going to take it off by next week. This was just kind of me tinkering with the model itself. So this portion right here is going to be a sewer system. So the sewer is going to run all the way down this tunnel like that. So, and then it's going to lead to another sewer system. So it's going to kind of swoop down, and the water is going to be falling down into this sewer right here, this sewer drain. So let me basically tell me what you think about it, because this, like I said, this is me just kind of tinkering with the model, but basically it's going to be a round hole that goes all the way down. So now let's get to the, as you can probably tell, the more developed portion of this model. So the subway system stretches all the way around. You'll see once you go to that side, well, once we go to that side, that is. So I've kind of built up the walls of the subway just as a reference for all of you. So it's going to lead to a tunnel like that all the way around. I used a lot of snot bricks to kind of get this round angle, especially with Lego bricks. It's kind of, difficult, especially. So all the way around, there's a little bit of it right here. This entire area is going to be snot, light gray bricks. I'm going to make a little station right here, maybe like a maintenance station or something, because as you can probably tell, this side of the subway system is obviously going to be very old and very run down. I want that side to kind of be the nicer part of the subway, and this side to be the more forgotten, run down part. Like I stated in another video, this is going to be a more nitty and gritty New York City, okay? So as we go along, here's another view, what it looks on that side, okay? So essentially this right here is going to be like a giant cargo box. So I kind of built the contraption to go up and down like this, right? So basically, maybe someone's, because this is a Sinister Six hideout, that's what I'm thinking it's going to be. So maybe Dr. Octopus's like special arms, or maybe Mysterio's biggest drone or something. That's why I'm thinking it's kind of go in this cargo box right here, but let me know what you all think. So this, as you can see, there are 2 lanes for the subway. This one is going to detach, and I'm going to make one lone subway car right here that's essentially going to basically just kind of be on its own, and I'm going to make it a laboratory. So it's going to be its own lab, right? And so this is where I'm going to make some supervillains, maybe tinkering with like some maybe chemicals mutations, or maybe just, working for Dr. Octopus, obviously, maybe, or Mysterio for their secret invention being held in here. So I'm going to build another wall that stretches right here for this portion of the model, just right here. And it is going to be a tunnel. I'm not just going to build pillars up like this. It is going to be basically roofed. So let's go on to this portion. So basically there's going to be a wall that's going to go right here, as you can see, with these filter bricks. And it's going to be just like this, right here. So it's going to be very underdeveloped and kind of like abandoned, right? It's going to look like they were building something down here, but they kind of forgot about it, obviously, with this, exposed frame, which I'm very proud of and I'm liking a ton. And these old, wooden posts, they were kind of building something but just abandoned it, maybe because, lack of funding or something. And then as you go along right here, a fire escape or maybe a water escape, who knows? That's going to lead to a sewer drain right here. So I'm going to make a giant door for right here. Let me switch around. So there's going to be a door right here that's going to slide open and close, just like maybe a giant garage door or something, just to give this model a little bit more personality, so to speak. Okay, and I'm not really doing too much of this side in this clip, but I'm going to just show you this anyway. This is where a battery box is going to be. As you can see, there's a lot of wiring on this model right now, and these are actually LED lights. So the reason I'm not showing you this in this video right now is basically because I haven't figured them out too much yet. Basically, they switch colors, they blink. I haven't found the correct setting for them, and I'm still placing them. As you can see, I placed 3 right here, but there are going to be 3 more along this section right here. Okay, so once I build up this wall and build kind of like these frames right here that hold the lights, I'm going to do that along with the Sinister Six hideout right here. So without ado, let's go on and let's see the other side of the model. Okay everyone, so now that we finished off essentially the left side of the model, let's look at the right side of the model. So let's just kind of take a look from this side. So obviously that side I can't show you the entire model, but from this side I can. So I'm just going to take a couple steps back and show you how massive this is. So essentially this is going to be the size of almost a ping pong table. So it's sitting on a fairly large picnic table, but obviously, as you can tell, it is kind of almost teeter-tottering the line, so to speak. I know it's hard to see with the lighting. There we go. So it's teeter-tottering the line. So, but it's going to be huge. So I just wanted to show you that all real quick. So obviously, I've described this section of the model, right? Well, right here, I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking that, like I stated before, basement of one of the skyscrapers, along with right here that leads to a secret, at least this portion is going to lead to a secret pathway for, maybe, the subway system or something. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So how I basically achieved this, if you're a beginning Lego, is I got these special pieces that basically hold the plates together. I'm forgetting the term of it right now. I'm sorry. I looked at the term before this video. Like I said, I apologize. I will think of it in a minute, I bet. But basically, that's how I kind of achieved this round circular shape right here. And as you can tell, a lot of filter bricks have gone into this. Almost half of my collection of filter bricks has just been used so far. But I would say this is the most pivotal part of this entire model, primarily because of the fact that the filter bricks are holding this model together right now. So there's nothing much to see right here. Obviously, this is going to be, the other side of the sewer system right here. That's going to shoot all the way down. And basically, this is the subway station right here. So let's just work with the lighting. I'm sorry, everyone. So these pillars kind of give it more of a grand feel, thankfully, which I really like. It adds a lot to it, I would say. So basically, it starts at the tunnel right here, and it basically, starts on one side of the tunnel to the end. So as you can see, there's, it's not too detailed. There are details in it, thankfully, but not a whole lot for right now. Like I did put the vending machine from the Daily Bugle in there, just for fun, right? So there are going to be pillars. The pillars obviously are holding this up right here, but besides that, there's nothing much to state for the subway station, mainly because I haven't really given it much detail because I'm more focusing, like I said, on the frame. So essentially, from here, there's the opening right there on the this side, as you can see down there. So right here for the subway station, and then it leads into this little corner, which leads to a staircase, which goes to the second story. So I'm going to redo this entire part right here because obviously if I'm having trouble showing you it with the camera, I should probably be redoing it. So this entire portion is going to be redone to kind of be modular, in which I can lift this entire section up to give even greater detail. So this is essentially a subway station. Nothing too much of consequence at all. It's more of the display from the outside. So I am going to have one subway running through this way. It's going to be running this way. Obviously, since it's the attack on New York City, I'm going to make the subway station filled to the brim with, citizens that are trying to get out. I'm probably going to put some National Guard figures or something in there, police officers, something, right? So that's essentially it for this side. Not too much to report on this side as much, mainly because that side has, I've been working on, partially because my chair is over there. But this side is going to get a lot more love for week 2. So just kind of hang in with me there. So let's move on to the conclusion in this video. Now that we've reached the conclusion of this video, I'm just going to reiterate some stuff and then give you all some more key details. First off, leave any suggestions. I'm always going to constantly revise that blueprint because I do want to make this, as I have stated before, more of a community mock. I'm not a big Spider-Man fan because he's not my favorite character, but if you know certain things about Spider-Man and the mythos of Spider-Man, please let me know. And second off, thank you for the suggestions last time. I do appreciate them. Like I said, I've put a couple of them in the blueprint itself. Okay, so thirdly, I have a Lego haul coming in. So it's technically Monday to Tuesday, a week 1.5 is going to be released. So it's not week 1, but it's not exactly week 2. It's just a couple of sets that I bought that I just want to show you all that are going to contribute to this model. So just I'm just going to keep you in the loop about that. But with that said, thank you for watching week 1 of this, building the Battle of New York City. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Keep on building.